Did you know that just 3 letters, CIF or FOB, can decide who earns, who loses, and who takes the risk in a multi-million-dollar oil deal? These critical Incoterms, or international commercial terms, are fundamental to global trade, especially in the high-stakes world of oil trading. These terms come from the International Chamber of Commerce, specifically Incoterms 2020, which took effect on January 1st, 2020. They precisely define the point where the seller's responsibility ends and the buyer's begins, outlining obligations for costs, risks, and logistics. And in oil trading, that single line of responsibility transfer can represent millions in cost, risk, and profit. Understanding these nuances is crucial for both seasoned traders and newcomers, as it directly impacts the financial outcomes of every transaction. Let's start with FOB, free on board. Under FOB terms, the seller's job ends once the cargo crosses the ship's rail at the loading port. From that exact moment, the buyer assumes all costs, including freight, insurance, and takes all risk of loss or damage during transit. The seller is responsible for loading the goods onto the vessel, export packaging, and customs formalities. For example, a European trader buys yen 590 diesel FOB Houston. The seller loads it onto the vessel, and from there, the buyer handles everything: vessel charter, route, insurance, import clearance, and even demurrage if delays occur. This gives the buyers significant control over the logistics and shipping costs, allowing them to choose their preferred methods and freight forwarders. If a storm hits and the ship delays, the cost is entirely on the buyer, as they bear the risk of damage or loss once the goods are on board. However, that same control allows experienced traders to optimize freight and boost profits by managing their own shipping arrangements and potentially securing better rates. Now, CIF changes the game significantly. Under CIF terms, the seller pays for freight and insurance all the way to the destination port, say CIF Rotterdam or CIF Singapore. This means the seller arranges and pays for the shipping and obtains minimum insurance coverage for the goods during transit, while the risk of loss or damage transfers to the buyer once the cargo is loaded onto the vessel at the port of shipment. The seller must still pay for the voyage and basic marine insurance up to the named port of destination. This arrangement gives the buyer peace of mind, as they don't have to worry about arranging shipping or insurance themselves. For example, a Dubai company sells Jet A, 1 CIF Rotterdam. The seller pays for the vessel, the freight, and the insurance to Rotterdam. If anything happens at sea, the seller's policy covers it, providing a layer of protection for the buyer, even though the risk technically transferred at the loading port. The seller also handles export formalities and pre-shipment inspections. So which is better? FOB offers control and flexibility, making it perfect for experienced traders who want to manage logistics and optimize costs. CIF, on the other hand, offers simplicity and convenience, making it ideal for buyers who just want the product delivered without the hassle of managing shipping and insurance. In real markets, big players often mix both strategies to maximize their advantages. They might buy oil FOB to control the logistics and secure favorable shipping rates, and then resell at CIF, effectively capturing the freight margin in between. This sophisticated approach requires a deep understanding of both Incoterms and market dynamics. In oil trading, knowing precisely where your risk begins and ends, and understanding the cost implications of each, is what truly separates professionals from amateurs. It's about strategic decision-making and optimizing every step of the supply chain to ensure profitability and mitigate potential losses. FOB or CIF. These terms are more than just acronyms. They are the foundation of international oil commerce. Know the difference, master the trade, and navigate the complexities of global energy markets with confidence. TrendOil Vision. Understand oil like a professional.